r/AskReddit, what did a crush do that made you instantly lose interest in him/her? She asked me to prom. I said yeah. 2 days before prom I actually don't want to go with you, but I already bought both of our tickets. As the guy, I expect you to pay me back for them. I tried to explain that's not how transactions work. She kept telling me it was my responsibility. I asked if she was smoking crack. Never heard from her again. He said that he doesn't like ugly people and they all should die or be put in a corner. He threw my sister's birthday card for our mom out of the car's window as a joke. Even though my sis told him she spent 6 hours making it, he made my sister cry. Edit. I too would have liked to throw him out of the window, but we were young at that time. Coming home from school and a driver was set to pick the three of us. I did ask the driver to stop the car, but it was the middle of the road, so he said we can't. Not me but my wife. Before we met, there was an event in Salt Lake City and she was from northern Washington. She had a crush on this guy and decided to join carpooling with him and couple other people. They stopped to grab some fast food and went back on their way. Well, as soon as he finished eating/drinking, he tossed the whole bag out the window while driving. After that, she barely talked to him, and once they got to SLC she left him and joined some other friends and went back home with them instead. He was an ass to our teacher because he was going to play baseball in college. Looked him up and he's definitely not doing it professionally and hasn't graduated yet. Edit. I looked him up to see if he was a professional baseball player yet. I like to see if anyone that was good at sports succeeded, and he's kind of bounced around from university to university. Since it's been over 4 years since high school, that's why I threw in that he hadn't graduated yet. Told me about his stash of kiddie porn. Yes, I did report it. Went on a date with a guy to a Chinese restaurant, and as we were leaving he threw trash on the ground when there was a trash can a few feet away. Then we went to his house to watch a movie and he picked his cat up by the scruff of its neck and threw it. Not a set it down to get it off the counter kinda thing, but a legit throw across the room. I left right then and there and told him why. He called me a bitch and a tease. For whatever reason, never gave him the impression I was going to sleep with him that night, and was yelling at me as I was backing my car out of his drive. I got to the end of his road and blocked his number. Made fun of a chick who was into him for being chubby. He was fluffy himself, and I called him on it and walked away from that. A few things. She told me she hated how much guys share their feelings/emotions now. She said that if she dates someone she wants them to be a typical man and not show any type of weakness. One of those things like, I don't want to hear if a man is sad or upset, I just don't care. She liked pretty heavy music, like prog metal and hardcore music, which is cool. However, she didn't like anything else and would blatantly put down any other type of music or not give it a chance. Almost made you feel stupid for liking anything else. They poked fun at my mom. Going to a primarily white school, him and a group of his guy friends always made fun of how she dressed and how short she was. I didn't super know him, but he was a part of the group that did, and that's all I needed to know. He drove like an idiot while I was in the car. I literally thought he was going to kill us. Asked her out. She said yes. Then, she dumped me 2 weeks in, saying she didn't want to start anything new because she was moving in a month and didn't tell me. Then that time came for her to move, and where does she move? Crush on a girl my junior year of college. She liked to heavily make fun of people, and I mean hard. Found out she was a cousin. We were in class together and it was all a pure coincidence. Neither of us had any idea until a family member casually mentioned to me doesn't. Was crushing on this girl for fucking months. You shouldn't play Dungeons and Dragons, you know. When you cast the spells in the game, you're actually casting them in your spirit, and that lets the devil get into you. Acting like a complete dickhead, and when I addressed it he said, I know I'm an asshole, but I'm really sexy like, okay. Suddenly found out he was a serial cheater and cheated on his exes with strippers and masseuses. I worked up the courage to ask this girl to go on a date. She said yes. Dude, she knocked over my Lego Death Star. He tossed an empty drink bottle onto a random lawn as we walked down the street. Not my crush, but someone who had a crush on me, or so I was told. She asked for my birthday, and I told her. She then calculated that I was younger than her by a week or so and straight up said to me I did have a crush on a guy, but then I found out he was younger than me, so now there's not crush. Damn dude. We were out drinking. Here's a light-hearted one. I developed my first crush when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. This was right around the time when Pokemon were first becoming really popular. Tortured a house Effley and gave an oral book report trashing my favorite book, at the time, for being boring and having too many words, then started bragging he could have any girl in the school he wanted. He was mean to his mom, demanded money from her so we could go out, in front of me. Got in his car for a date and he rolled down his window and threw about 5 fast food cups out on the side of the road, made a comment about there being enough illegals around to clean up after him. Nope. I had been seeing this girl for 2 months in college and things were going all right. I was helping her move when she decided it was the moment to have a serious talk. It was a teenage crush. He had multiple girlfriends, who didn't know about each other. He asked me to help him hook up with my best friend. Edit. Continuation. At that time I thought he was indirectly rejecting me and asking for my friend's number at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone, you know. She asked me if I wanted to go to a concert with her, then she wanted me to pay for both tickets that I knew she got for free. Told her I liked her. Bully me to depression. Accuse me of cheating because I had female friends. Told me that while he thought I wasn't dumb, that I couldn't be smarter than him because I was female and a few months younger. Didn't defend me when his friends tried to assault me. Get involved with a cheater. Move to a different school. This is a serious response. He threatened to kill me and himself if I broke up with him. We were alone in the house and he was having some sort of episode where he spaced out, became robotic, and dissociated. This made him act very slow and lethargic. Turns out he never bothered to develop a personality because his looks and sporting prowess carried him through every interaction in his life. I didn't care about sports, so when I finally ended up having a one-on-one chat with him, I crushed on a girl for a couple of years and didn't ask her out because life was busy for me, but eventually I was able to ask her out. I took her to the movies to see the most recent Star Wars movie. Before the movie started, she was slamming beers down, which I have no issue with drinking, but she was near sloppy drunk. Had a crush on this girl who was dating someone at the time. She had a placard for handicap parking from a friend that she stole and abused at will. 25 years old. We had sex for first time, and afterwards she told me she had sex with this other guy I hate just before because she didn't want to be unexperienced for our first time together. I thought losing the virginity together was a beautiful thing. She completely ruined it. She tried to convince me that the earth was flat, the moon landing was fake, and that I have to allow Jesus into my life. Oh, if only my brain could better turn off feelings once someone treats me terribly. I think I'm better at this now, but my teen years and early 20s were not good experiences with women. When I said I was legitimately suicidal and wanted to talk to her to get my mind off of it, she responded with, "You're so self-centered and lol, do it pussy." And the best part is I thought we were good friends up until that point. You've made it through the whole video. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing for more videos every day. I upload 2 videos every single day.